excellent connection. Hey, welcome to episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Another beer I got on Tavour, and this one was cheap, only 2 for $7. That's $3.50 a can. Flying Fish Brewing Company, Raspberry Beret, and a nod to the Prince song Raspberry Beret. Take a bouquet of raspberries on your journey and save this Belgian-style wit for when you reach that final destination, wherever you're headed. Enjoy the trip. Flying Fish Beer Co. Where are they out of? Doesn't say. Oh, here it is. Somerdale, New Jersey. Wow. You know what's funny? You know, I lived in New York all those years doing Chad's Beer Reviews. We very rarely got beers from New Jersey there. Probably just because, I mean, New York has so many way better breweries than New Jersey. Sorry, Jersey. But yeah, and like the only like brewery I can really name out of Jersey is like River Horse or something. I don't know. I'm sure there's others, but you know, they just New Jersey's not really known as a beer state. At least not like as a big production brewery beer state. I'm sure if you go, like, they have some good, you know, microbreweries, brew pubs here and there, but you know, production breweries, what have you got? I don't know. Anyway, let's dig in here. So, yeah, wow. They weren't kidding when they call this Raspberry Beret. Yeah, this is like all raspberry all the time. Super sweet smelling. Has almost like a candy kind of smell to it. So it does smell like a little bit fall. I mean, if they're calling this a wit beer at the core, so it should have some kind of, you know, the Belgian yeast esters like banana and like coriander and clove, you know, orange peel. Yeah, I mean, it's like definitely raspberry puree and kind of like a little bit, yeah, like I think like that orange peel or whatever that orange essence is, it's like giving, like combined with the raspberries, like giving it like that kind of candy smell. Yeah, very, very fruity smelling. I'm not really getting any like spices or any other like, maybe like some kind of general wheat essence, but you know, I mean, it's like all raspberry. I mean, I will say like it does smell like a raspberry beer. It doesn't smell like a raspberry seltzer or, you know, some kind of FMB. Yeah. I don't know what this is looking like. Kind of carrot juice on the camera here. I mean, it basically is kind of like a carrot orange, but it does have like a pinkish hue to it, and not much fun. Well, it did, you know, got about a thumb width when I poured it, and it's kind of fizzled, but pretty standard these days. Let's dig in here. Cheers. Very, you know, the palate's basically the same as the aroma. Actually, I'd say like it actually tastes a little less. It tastes a little less intense than what the nose was giving off. Because I was expecting this to be like carbonated syrup based on the intensity of that raspberry there, and instead it almost drinks like a hard Kool-Aid or something. Yeah, definitely a raspberry flavor, but it's not. It doesn't taste nearly as sweet as it smells. So it's kind of like it's like a raspberry flavoring, and like with the kind of orange peel that I get on the nose, it doesn't really come through into the palate. There is a tartness there. The cat got hair on the screen. Sorry. Yeah, so it's like kind of like a, I don't know if I'd say mild raspberry flavor. Yeah. It's somewhere between, Actually, yeah, I probably would say it's kind of like a mild raspberry. I mean, is it impossible to ignore it's not a subtle raspberry. You know, like on a scale of 1 to 10 as far as intensity, it's about a 6, 6.5, maybe 7 tops. You know, I think something about 5 or 4 would be subtle, and like anything less than that would be like virtually undetectable. And like an 8, 9, or 10 would be basically carbonated syrup, but which this is not. They're calling it a Belgian wit at the base. There is kind of there's certainly like a Belgian-y phenolic character to it, just like a little bit of like a spiciness. And maybe like there's some orange peel in here. I'm not sure. I don't know, because they just say Belgian style wit, but usually breweries like this, it'll say brewed with raspberry, orange peel, coriander, or something. And I guess I could look it up on their website, but I'm just really too lazy to. I'm just trying to enjoy this and I'm drinking this all wrong. This should have been a porch on a sunny afternoon beer, instead of sitting at the desk at 10 o'clock at night. But yeah, I'd call it like a cute little fruit beer. Which sounds derogatory or something, but I don't mean it that way. Yeah, as far as like a grade or whatever, I think it's like a 3.25, maybe 3.5 on Untapped. Fine, drinkable. I'd say it's pretty refreshing. There's like a little bit of like a spicy estery aftertaste. It's pretty refreshing while it's in the mouth. And it's 5% ABV. Yeah, this would be a fine beach beer. Although I'm surprised, like it to me, it kind of has like the flavor and mouthfeel of like a 4%. Like which would definitely be a session beer. 5%, I would expect like a little bit more intensity in the flavor, but yeah, this is fine for what it is. So yeah. All right, so thanks for watching. Again, if you want to sign up with Tavour, link below, click it, lets you download the app, and it already puts my $10 off your first purchase referral code in there. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys probably tomorrow. Thanks. Bye. Cheers.